Hi children, welcome to ICT Learning. This is the grade 9, chapter 1 of workbook activities, right? There's a separate playlist for the grade 9 textbook. If you haven't watched my previous videos, you can watch that textbook playlist first because in there I am describing all the textbook chapters of grade 9. So this is a separate playlist where I will be talking only about um, workbook activities, right? In my channel, I have a separate playlist from grade 6 onward to grade 11. So you can watch them accordingly and you can share with your friends and relatives and everybody based on the requirement, right? Okay, let's start. So this is grade 9, chapter 1 in the workbook activities, right? Before start, please complete those workbook activities, right? First refer the textbook, then you do these workbook activities and then only come and watch this video because I don't want you guys to copy the answers directly from the video and just write because that will not give you anything, right? You can like maybe you cheat your teachers, you think like that, but that's not really what happens. You are the one who's getting cheated because if you don't get the concepts right, if you just copy the answers, it will not serve anything, right? So please do this and then check your answers and see what you have done wrong, right? Preparation of computer specifications. So activity 1.1. So here they have given you some list of expressions, right? So what you have to do is you have to read this and you have to fill the blanks. Server computer, desktop computer, all-in-one computer, laptop computer, mobile smartphone, tablet computer, right? So hope you know all these types. If not, please go and refer the grade 9, chapter 1 of the textbook video, right? Okay. So the first one, the can be used in a single location such as home or office. That means you cannot move it from here and there. You cannot move from one location to another. Okay, at home you are using this. So this is basically the desktop computer. Next one. The blank is dedicated to provide respective services in a network. So in a network, you can see server and client architecture. So server computer is having more processing, more resources, and it will do the main operation of the network, right? So client will be just consuming those services. So this should be the server computer. Next one. The blank has a comparatively large screen and can be taken from one place to another. Like that means from place to place, you can move it. It's portable thing, but it's not a tablet. Why? It has a comparatively large screen. So that is why we pick it as laptop computer. Otherwise, tablets, notebooks, those are also portable computers, right? But comparatively large screen means, so that should be the laptop computer. Mobile computers, the students can use for, actually in the English version, the English textbook has a small printing mistake. I refer this same thing in the Sinhala textbook. So here there is nothing given as a blank. So basically it should be like this. The computer can use for surfing internet, reading, storing information, refer electronic dictionaries are. So these should be mobile computers. So what are the mobile computers? You have mobile smartphone and tablet computer. Both of them are having a bit lesser size of screen. That is why those are portable, but screen size is bit small. So that is why these two can be considered as not the answer for this one, right? Okay. Fifth one. The blank cannot be taken from place to place. Use at least space and have several peripheral devices connect to the monitor. So the portability is very less, but it has all the kind of, most of the peripheral devices are connected. So that means it's all in one computer. So I hope you understood. Next one, activity 1.2. Name the peripheral devices in the image below. Use the number of expressions given in the list. So this is very easy one. So I will start from one. One is the monitor. So this is the monitor, number one. Then comes the printer, number two. Third one, Number 3 is keyboard. 4th one is headphone, right? 5th one is the scanner. 6th one is the speaker. 7th one is the mouse. And 8th one is the web camera. So in the laptop, this is inbuilt, but when you're using a desktop machine, usually you have to use a separate web camera. Okay, next one, activity 1.3. So right click on this PC icon and select properties to select the specification of the processor. So based on the different operating system, how to go this will be a bit different, right? So usually the latest versions will have kind of in the Windows, you will have this PC thing, right? But in the older versions of Windows, it has my computer and all, so it will be different. So in the Windows 10, yes, you can do it in the search bar. You type this PC and you get that search result. And then you can select the properties. Okay, so from that, or you can go through the control panel also, like this control panel, all control panel items, then system. And you can go to see what are the specifications of the processor. Now see here, you have the processor. It's an Intel processor, right? Core i5. Okay, so here the main memory is 4 GB. See, the RAM is 4 GB. That's what here. The RAM is the main memory. It's 4 GB. And about the processor, the manufacturer is Intel. CPU type is Core i5 and the speed is 2.2 gigahertz. And from here you can see, okay, you have Windows 10 operating system in your computer, right? And sometimes this computer name also very important for us. Sometimes, especially when you work in a network kind of thing, it connected to different machines, this computer name is very important for some troubleshootings and all, right? So they're asking to examine the process of few computers and complete the table given below. So actually I have first one I have filled with the sample example they have given here. So it's Intel Core i5, speed is 2.2 gigahertz. So the first specification is what I got it from the example itself. Second thing is from my machine. So my machine has the Intel processor. The type of processor is Core i7 and I have 2.6 gigahertz speed. So these are few other computer specifications I have found when I search through the internet and all. So you can see the name of manufacturers. Normally the popular ones are Intel and AMD, right? So you can have Core i5, Core i7, Core to do. These are now we are not very much using. So atom, core, like that. So speed is always measured in gigahertz. So you can see different types of speeds. So don't just copy this. First one, yes, you can copy because it's the same thing as the example. But other things, you can refer internet, go to a computer shop and fill this, right? They will help you definitely, the people who are in the computer shop. So you go there and do these researches. So then you will get more understanding. So while you are at the shop, you can see how people come and buy these computers. They will tell, okay, I want Core i7 processor, right? They will tell the specification and they will buy. So it's better to do this research and just fill rather than just copying the answer. Next one. Calculate the capacity of the hard disk. To check the hard disk capacity, double click on the icon, this PC, right? So same thing, if you double click it, earlier we did the right click and go to the properties. Now you just double click this PC and then you can go to this particular view, similar view like this, right? So here hard disk is shown as the local disk, right? Here under the devices and drives, you can see the local disk, right? So usually C drive is there, right? But there are so many other like now D, E, F like that. You can have other local disks as well, right? So usually the capacity will be taken, the total capacity should be taken when you add these two together. I saw here there are two local disks. So if you add 457 GB and 232 GB, you can get the total capacity of the hard disk. So you can compare few computers in your computer lab, maybe in your school lab, right? You in the school lab, you can actually do this and see. Even for this one, you can go to the computer lab and see from different machines. But I'm not sure whether all the computers are having the same specification. Then you don't have much variation here. But if you have different types of computers, yes, for sure you can compare that. Next one. Activity 1.5, examine the capacity of random access memory or RAM in few computers and compare them. So same thing from here. Did you see again? Let me show you quickly. So here you can see the RAM as well. So 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB. So like that, you can have different capacities for the RAM as well. So examine different machines and see how different they are. And if you have the possibility, for example, in your computer lab, you have different capacities of RAM. So work in those machines and see, okay, 16 GB is so fast, not like the 2 GB RAM machine. Okay, so work and see how this actually feel for you with the different RAM capacities. Next one, activity 1.6. Study the specifications given in the following table. Answer the questions that follow, right? So here we have a central processing unit or CPU, Intel Core i7, 3.7 gigahertz. RAM is 4 GB. Hard disk is 2 terabytes. Very good. Computer screen is 18.5. Computer system is Windows 10. Guarantee period is 3 years. Price is 75,000. So if you don't know what these specifications are, for example, you don't understand what is this CPU, what is that, what is RAM, what is this, what is the guarantee period. If you don't know these things, please go to the textbook video of grade 9 chapter 1 and watch it first, right? Because I cannot explain those things again here, right? So here in the question they're asking, state 3 technical specifications of the computer. Now, when you're thinking about the computer specifications, there are two things, technical and non-technical. So technical ones are like what I have mentioned here, right? For example, CPU is Intel Core i7, 3.7 gigahertz. RAM is 4 GB. Hard disk is 2 terabyte. Computer screen is 18.5 inches, right? And the operating system is Windows 10. So those are all technical specifications. Non-technical specifications, you can take these two, guarantee period and the price. Then they're asking what is the speed of the processor. Okay, speed is the CPU. Here, what is the speed? 3.7 gigahertz. Please write the units. Okay, don't just write 3.7. That answer is wrong because without the unit, you cannot compare. So remember, in any case, like even in maths, even in science, you have to write the units, measuring units you have to write. Otherwise, there's no actual answer. Some students argue, teacher, this answer is right. It's 3.7. Why you are marking it wrong? 3.7 what? Is it coconuts? Is it gigahertz or is it meters? Is it square meters or is it centimeters? Is it hertz, gigahertz or megahertz? Nobody knows. So just write in the answer without the units. Actually, you won't get marks. Okay, next one. State the type of the processor. It's Core i7 processor. What's the brand? It's Intel. The capacity of the main memory is 4 GB. RAM is the main memory. It's 4 GB. And what is the hard disk capacity is 2 terabytes, 2 TB, right? And state the size of the screen. It's here, right? 18.5 inches. Compare the technical specifications given above with those of some other computers in your school or in other place. So especially in the school lab, you can compare and see the how the prices are changing. Please note these prices may be different now because everything is going in a like inflation like rate. So everything is like now increased. The prices are increased. So sometimes you cannot take these kind of specification compared with this specification now at this price. Okay. Next one. By considering the important points in buying a computer, fill in the blanks in the statements given below by selecting the relevant term from the given list. Okay, here is the list of expression. It has less, GB, large, gigahertz, terabyte, less goes up. The speed of the processor is given in gigahertz. You know it. It is better to select a monitor blank in size and consumes blank electricity. So the monitor size should be large, but it should consume less electricity, right? Otherwise, that is the most effective way of the specification. The capacity of the main memory is given in blank. With an extended period of warranty, the cost of the computer will blank, right? The cost will what will happen. So here, the capacity of the main memory is given in gigabytes, GB, and when the warranty period is normally increased, they will increase the cost. So the cost of the computer goes up. The capacity of the hard disk is measured in TB or terabytes, right? Hard disk capacity is measured with TB in the latest computers, not the old one. Old ones we have GBs and all. The capacity of the main memory is blank than the capacity of the hard disk. So if you think about the capacity of the main memory, it is measured in GBs. But the capacity of the hard disk is measured in TBs. So that means the capacity of the main memory is less than the capacity of the hard disk. Okay, next one. Activity 1.8. Given below are technical specification about two computers, A and B. So you have to compare them and answer accordingly, right? Who is the manufacturer of the processor in computer B? Computer B, who is the manufacturer of the processor? It's AMD. Which computer has a main memory with a large capacity? We'll see main memory with a large capacity. This is 4 GB. This is 2 GB. So it's computer A. Computer A. Which computer has the largest screen? Largest screen. So this is 19.5 inches. This is just 17 inches. So this one, computer A is having a larger screen. This one. Which computer has a hard disk with lesser storage capacity? Less storage for the hard disk. Okay. Hard disk, computer A is having 1 terabyte. This is having only 500 GB. So you know, GB is lesser value, right? So 1024 GBs will equal to 1 TB. So here it's actually 1024 GBs. This one. So lesser hard disk capacity is with the computer B. Okay, so the fifth one, they give 3 possible reasons for computer A to cost more. Right? So if you go here and see computer A, it's having core i3, this is core 2. The main memory is higher, right? Hard disk capacity is higher. The size of the monitor is higher, and it is using the new technology as well, LED, not the CRT. And the operating system, see, this is Windows 10. It's a proprietary operating system where you have to pay for the license. But this is just an open source one. So here, definitely, it has most, now warranty is lesser here in the computer, but all other specifications are higher. That is why the price of the computer A is high. So you can write few things like this: processor speed is higher, main memory capacity is higher, hard disk capacity is high, operating system is Windows used in computer A, so it's a proprietary one, and it has large screen size, and it has modern technology of the monitors, right? So therefore, A will cost more. State 2 non-technical specifications. So guarantee period and the price are the non-technical specifications. Let's go for the activity 1.9. So classify the peripherals that can be connected to the USB port as input, output, and storage. You can refer your textbook. Right here, they have in the page 18, right, you can see there are some peripheral devices that can be connected to USB port has been given, like printer, keyboard, mouse, scanner, external hard disk, like that. So you have to categorize them based on input, output, and so input devices, mouse, keyboard, web camera, barcode reader, digital camera, like that. Output devices can be printer, speaker, like that. Then the storage devices are there, flash drive, pen drive, external hard disk, external DVD drive, like that you have. Okay. Activity 1.10. Refer figure 1.19 in textbook to find answers to the following questions. We'll read the question and see. List out technical specifications other than those mentioned. List out other non-technical specifications than the ones mentioned. So this is the 1.19 diagram they were talking about. So here you can see technically things are like processor speed, hard disk capacity, memory capacity, screen size, like that. Non-technical, price, warranty, reputation, and the after-sales services. So you have to tell something other than this, right? For example, technical specification, you can think about the monitor technology, whether it's CRT, whether it's LCD, because it matters. If it's CRT, it's huge, very hard to take here and there, and it consumes so much electricity. So therefore, you have to consider those things. Type of the processor. Maybe some people love to use only Intel, not AMD. Type of the VGA. There are different types of VGA. So if you're a huge like game player, right, you will think of these factors. Sound cards. Are you going to the onboard one? Are you going to go for external sound card? And the pre-installed softwares. So sometimes when you buy the computer, they will tell, okay, operating system is installed. Microsoft Office package is installed with this. So you have to consider those things as well, especially with the proprietary software, because when you want to install proprietary softwares, you must pay for the license, right? And what are the non-technical things? They have mentioned almost all, but we can think about look and feel, right? Some people will think about the color, right? The size, right? The girls will like sometimes maybe pinkish one. Boys won't never buy something like that. So those things will also matter sometimes. And the brand name, right? And especially the company you are buying, the brand name of that the company, not the laptop brand name itself. Sometimes people love to buy only HP or Dell, like that. They will love for the brand name of the laptop or the computer itself. Other than that, the company you're buying from the local market, that is also matters. And you will check the reviews. You will check the reputation of those companies before you buy. Those are actually non-technical things you have to worry when you're purchasing a computer. Activity 1.11. In order to prepare specifications for a computer you wish to purchase, complete the given table on the next page using the relevant data from the following table. So they have given some processor, different types, different speeds, and the prices. Hard disk, monitor, VGA, right? Memory, sound card. Okay, so you have to think what you are going to buy. So I have filled this based on my specifications. So you can do it yourself. For example, processor. Now we'll go for the processor thing. Here, there are different processors, single core, dual core, quad core. So I would prefer for the quad core and the highest speed. So it is 14,000 rupees. These are not now prices, maybe outdated. Okay, please note that. So here it's 14,000. So that's why I filled it here. Quad core 2.2 gigahertz, 14,000. So what is my main memory capacity? I would love to go. I would love to go for the 4 GB because then it's high speed. It's 6,000. 4 GB, 6,000. Hard disk capacity. Okay, hard disks. There are two types, HDD or SSD. And I would love to go with HDD with 1 TB, it's 5,000, right? So that's why I got 5,000. And the size of the monitor, there are three sizes here. 17, 19, 21. So I will go with the biggest size. it's 20,000. So if you don't have enough money to buy that one, you can go for lesser size of the monitor. No worries. Then about the video graphic adapter, right? So here I'm not very much into games, so I just will go with the onboard one. If you want to go with VGA or HDMI, anything is okay, right? There is no any extra cost if it's on board. But if you're doing it separately, if you want, you can go with this option. No worries, right? I just feel this, right? Sound cards. On board one, no extra cost, but if you want to separate one, you have to pay 800 rupees. So you fill it, and the warranty normally 1 year it will be like, I don't know, these things will be differ based on the after service care and all these things, the brand names and the computer company itself. So warranty sometimes will think 2,000, 3,000, like will be added additionally 5,000 based on the number of years. So you can just add something like 2,000 and add this up and just fill this table. That's it. Okay. So fill in the table below with the lowest values. Now you have to only think about the price, not about the other specifications. For example, processor. What was the lowest thing you had here? 2.4 gigahertz single core one. So you can fill that one. This is the lowest one. The main memory capacity. The memory, we have to go with the lowest price. It's 2,512 MB. This one. Like that, refer the above table again and pick the lowest thing. Like for example, size of the monitor, you remember there were 3 things, 17 inches, 19 inches, like that, okay? Yeah. 17, 19, 21. So you go with the lowest one. Right? Now you can see in this one, I did go for the best one. For example, in the VGA one, I just went with the onboard HDMI. But you can go with the external one. So here it's roughly about 47,000 something. But if you go with the lowest kind of specification, it's about 25,800. But always don't only think about the price. Right? Because if you buy with the lowest cost, sometimes it won't cater your requirement. If you are a very too much like game and you are buying like this, so it won't help you, right? So you have to think about the price versus the specifications as well. Don't always go for the lowest price. Then it won't help you much. Next one. Compare the given technical specifications for 2 computers A and B with the requirements. Select the better computer for the purchase. So think like you are a shop owner and one person is coming with this and asking you, okay, I want a processor of quad core 1.6 gigahertz. So there are 2 computers available. So dual core, this one. He's asking for quad core. So you can go with this. Main memory capacity 4 GB, 2 GB. So he's asking for 4 GB. So what is having the 4 GB? It's the computer B. Hard disk capacity also matches with the computer B. The inches of the monitor. He just want 19, not a 21 one. So it's also matches. Audio video capacity also matches with computer B. Sound card, yeah. Only that is not matching. Windows 10. This is just having DOS. No. Windows 10 would be better with the latest version. Guarantee also 3 years he wanted. So I'm computer B is having 3 years. So what is the most suitable computer for this particular user? It is the computer B because it matches almost all except for this one, sound card. So the last one, with the assistance of your teacher, find the market price of the components of the computer you have selected above. Hence, calculate the total price. Now, I didn't do it because all the market prices have been changed. So it would be better you go to a computer shop, right? No need to be a very reputed one. You can go for a small shop even and give the specification. Okay, I want to buy this kind of a specification computer. Can you give me prices for this, right? How much is this processor? Like 4 GB main memory, like you get the values separately, but please make sure that you understand the total is always not equal to the price of it, right? For example, here there are so many things missing. For example, mouse, keyboard, those things are also missing here, right? And sometimes the brand name itself or the company name you are buying from the local shop, because of that itself, sometimes the prices are added up, right? So please make sure that adding only these values will give you the price of the computer. No, not like that, but you can have a rough idea, because then you can compare the specifications. So these are the variables you know. There are so many variables which are unknown also, which determine the price. For example, the people who are doing the service, right? So after service, those things also, they will add small prices, which are maybe hidden charges, or maybe they will tell you. But don't think only the values added with the specification will give you the total price. Okay, so that's the end of the chapter, right? Chapter 1. So hope you understood so many things from this video. So if you haven't still subscribed my channel, please do subscribe, and please share these with your friends, because uh, it has so many videos, more than 60 videos in my channel regarding the local syllabus IT. So please go and watch them. So and please do comment if you learn something, and if you get good marks, and if I can improve something, right? So please do mention in the comment, right? Thank you very much.